Kansas and Baylor now, Big 12. Baylor 8-point home favorites, 60 the total in this game. So kind of coming back down to earth a little bit, Kansas. It had to happen probably, you would think, at some point. They've now lost 2 in a row. TCU and Oklahoma just ripped apart that Kansas defense last week. Dylan Gabriel ended up playing 52-42. If you got Kansas late when they were 10-10 and a half, man, big last touchdown there for Kansas to at least get you a push or a win. So very good to see that if you had Kansas late. I would look over the total. This ain't the same Baylor defense. Like I probably still lean Kansas, but I don't know. I think after the last couple of weeks, I may pump the brakes on taking Kansas, but I certainly won't lay 8 with Baylor's defense. You look at Baylor again. Baylor last week against West Virginia, the Thursday game, 43 points. It's not the same defense. They lost a lot of key personnel from that defense last year, and they've given up 79 points back-to-back weeks to West Virginia and Oklahoma State. So I know Bean is a little bit of a downgrade from Daniels at quarterback for Kansas, but I still think they can move the ball a little bit, and I think Baylor will move it with their offense against Kansas, because Kansas defense, you worry about Kansas too. They played a lot of big games. They still aren't deep on the defensive side of the football, and maybe they might be starting to wear down, just a little bit. And has Kansas had a bye week yet this year? They haven't. That's another thing to keep in mind too. Kansas has now gone every week playing. They haven't had a bye week yet. Doesn't it look like that defense is starting to get a little tired, a little fatigued? That's what it's starting to look like to me for Kansas. So I like the over here. I like Kansas a little bit, smaller bet on Kansas, but the bet I like here the most is over the total. What do you think here, Connor?
I think so too. I lean over in this one. I haven't looked up. I don't know if he's going to play as Shapen. I know he got bounced out of that game. I haven't looked into it if he's a go this week. But I've been impressed with Baylor. I love West Virginia at home there in that spot. Is this enough? One thing, depending on where you got the points, but the Jayhawks still 5-0 their last 5 road games. Depending on what you got, they're 9-1-1 or 10-0-1, whatever. Their last 11 overall. So I think it's too many over a touchdown. I think they could stay in this one because I just don't trust Baylor's defense isn't very good. Bean made a mistakes, against Oklahoma defense. They're just pushing it, but they scored plenty and got the back door, depending on where you got it. Maybe they're running out of gas, and you know what? Another thing I was rolling through, they've got over the years, different football team. They've gotten their ass kicked, in Waco with Baylor, 111 ATS the last 12 meetings. So I still lean the points with Kansas. And I think I'd lean over as well.
But keep an eye, you're right, on Blake Shapen's status. He's in concussion protocol. They haven't ruled him out, though. Dave Aranda's saying not ruled out yet for Saturday. We're going to monitor it day by day throughout the week, and we'll see if we can go on Saturday. So he's not ruled out yet, but still very much questionable here for this game on Saturday. All right.